Previously on TVSins.
Heart of your world.
I have to talk all of you into doing something. Something I know we need to do. And I don't know how to talk about it.
Really? Because the one thing this show seems to actually be good and consistent at is talking about things. Walking Dead character is a badass, prepared for anything, and ultra aware of their environment until the plot needs them to be incapacitated cliché. After finally getting off Herschel's farm, show continues to subliminally taunt us by leaving a few frames of it in the opening credits.
Killing people?
No. Killing killers.
So after you kill the killer and become the killer, are future killers justified in killing the killers who killed the previous killers? Murder logic is hard.
It's good that you heard. That you know, Lily. I love you.
Rom-zoms. Ha, this looks nice. I guess Matt Foley didn't have it so bad after all.
If it's safe by the water, then let's just go someplace by the water.
How dare you bring your logical thoughts into this world of chaos and faulty reasoning. Keep that up, Lily, and they will write you off the show without the audience even knowing how you died.
Make mud pies?
Mud shadowing.
I could use a vacation.
Good idea. Maybe Botswana? Barbados? The bat skills? No? Well, at least I took a swing at it.
You know, our anniversary's coming up. One of these days.
Dear zombie Zeus and hackneyed heaven, the first half of this episode is all lovey-dovey teddy bears, rainbows, and unicorns, and the unicorns aren't even half decayed with pieces falling off.
I haven't told Tyrese yet. I don't know how he's gonna take it.
If you took every episode of this show and took out all the Walking Dead scenes where Rick is having an internal conflict about a leadership decision and struggling with what to do morally, you might have enough left for a feature-length film, but just barely.
You should be resting.
After the night you had, so should you.
I'm going to. I'm on my way to find an open cell in C block until D gets cleaned up.
No one will be seated while Bob and Sasha discuss sleeping arrangements and prison cleanup schedules.
So you are gonna let me? Thank you.
Nope. Skip.
You guys gotta see this.
There's something we need to talk about.
It can wait.
Wow, yeah, you better come take a look at this that doubles as an important conversation delayed for convenient reasons. The Walking Dead showed up to play today.
Whoever did this, I don't think that's who killed Karen.
Why?
And an important conversation delayed double down via explosion. Folks, we may be witnessing history today.
It's not up to me!
What the hell was up with the delivery on that line? Can we hear that again?
It's not up to me!
What's he say next?
There's a council now!
Rick yelling so loud he yells himself out of his American accent is possibly one of the greatest things ever. Do one more!
I don't make decisions anymore!
Never change, Rick Grimes. Never change.
Come down here, let's have that talk.
At least Rick's yelling might be audible, but there's no way anyone can hear what the governor is saying at that volume. Also, can they even see what's going on? For all the emotional weight that this scene is supposed to hold, it kind of loses steam when you realize everyone is much more likely squinting at the muffled, barely audible figures in the distance, completely confused, which somewhat describes my experience watching the show in general now that I think about it.
Doesn't have to go down this way.
I got more people, more firepower.
But do you? And how would you know if you did? Sure, a tank is impressive, but like he said, blowing a hole in the prison would serve zero purpose, considering the governor wants to live there. So it all comes down to whether or not Rick and the gang want to save Michonne and Herschel. And I'm sure they do, but war has casualties, and shelter and a safe haven is about as necessary as anything in this world. The governor has very little leverage here, even though the show wants you to think he has all of it, or maybe I'm an asshole. Man, Herschel and Michonne have magically cozied up to each other, considering just a few seconds ago they were at least 7 feet from each other. It's almost like they favored shot composition over continuity. Meanwhile, on Downton Abbey.
I'm a good shot. I could end this right now.
Coral has a point. Why wouldn't they just shoot the governor? Even if they don't know that would end this whole thing right now, it would seem like a worthy chance to take. Or maybe I'm an asshole.
You gotta trust him.
Is he talking about Rick? Man, this show is funny.
Carol told us to be strong, to protect ourselves. They have guns. We should have guns too.
This episode has way too high a per capita of children in it. I'm just saying I don't tune into this to experience Mr. Rogers' slaverhood. Let's stick with the adults, okay? Why does the governor make a beeline for Herschel first when he's had such a raging Michonner this whole time? She's the one he wants dead anyway. Sure, maybe Herschel is more beloved, but not enough that would make much of a strategic difference. And since when is he level-headed in these choices anyway?
What we want is what you got. Period.
This tank gunman is discount Toby Kebbling so hard, I half expect him to pound his chest and yell out, "Apes together strong!"
Liar.
For all the pointlessness that happens to fill out most of these episodes, I guess it's worth mentioning that the show does manage to make you love these people deeply enough that when it decides to sacrifice them to the plot, it actually has an impact. Herschel was one of those greats, and both he and Scott Wilson will be missed. Lots and lots of shots are fired during the opening salvo of the battle, and no one dies. How is the governor's jacket intact and clean when he clearly took a hit on his right arm just a few seconds ago? How did Megan not turn into a zombie in the length of time it took Lily to walk all the way over here?
Go someplace safe and hide, and I will find you when this is all over.
I would love to see that unfold. How the would she find Tara or have any clue what random safe place she chose to find and hide at? And despite the raining gunfire and explosions, these two will have space and time enough to engage in some Tyson Holyfielding, because how would we know how much they hated each other without some intimate fisticuffs? I would have given at least half the sins back if they'd given some of these random casualties actual red shirts to wear. Daryl is now hiding behind a filing cabinet that I'm surprised is stopping bullets. I'm not saying that thin filing cabinet metal couldn't stop bullets, I'm just saying they are usually so weak that I can accidentally put a pencil through one when I push too hard while writing. Deus Ex Machonica. Judith is fine, but you, show, for even making us think you killed off a baby. And now that the tension is released, these two zombies will just snack quietly in the background, even though Carl's Jr. just shot several consecutive rounds off about 20 feet from them. I guess that noise attract zombies thing only matters when the plot needs it to, huh?
Then your boss is the chief executive of Fantasyland.
Let's take him out back and beat the shit out of him.
What do you want us to do?
I want you to survive. They got walls, fences.
Huge tracts of land. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
And that's her. Well, that ain't her.
That doesn't make sense.
I have a tank.
We have a Hulk. But I don't think we have a choice.
We don't. You do.
We're not leaving.
They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here. Just keep walking.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swim.